Previously on Our Life Worthwhile.
Tired from shoveling the garden and very stoked about my new garden setup. This is from the corner post. As you can see, still a ton of room to grow, which we're going to be using some weed barrier, commercial grade for organic gardens from Costco. I got the paper laid out with my jig and the tiger torch. I'm going to burn holes in this whole thing all the way down so that I can plant my strawberries beautifully. Jack just finished loading up the bricks that we're going to use to keep this tarp down. Good job, bud. Almost there. Want me to give you a push?
No.
No? Okay. What do you think of our outdoor market? Good? You'll be happy when there's stuff growing out of it, eh? Thank you. We don't have that many. We might need some rocks as well.
I have more.
Do you? Well then. Our planter is set up for our strawberries and our asparagus. Should work pretty slick. See, I'm taking it and I'm just pushing it into the ground a little bit and covering it up, okay? Push it in till just above that knuckle, that far, okay? That's how far, yeah.
So the pigs are out. You guys look great. You hungry? You want grass? We're missing a few. No, 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 no. We're not going that way. Go back where you came from. You're not supposed to be in my yard. I need a stick.
Go, Rex, push him up. There's one behind you there.
Perfect. This one will come. That one's gonna limp. Yeah. Well, they're gonna have to get upgraded today.
Huh? We gotta get that hot wire back going. That's why
For sure.
They're testing it.
Okay.
Was it so bad?
No.
We'll close that up.
Yeah, I will.
Just one snake. snacks.
They do.
Jack and I are about to transplant.
How did they grow so much?
Look at that, eh?
How did they grow like that?
Because we put them in cinnamon and we put them in a dark place and let them grow for like a week. We let it go way longer than we should have. But it is what it is, you know? There's lots of these, hey? Growing?
There!
Nice.
Look it.
It looks great. Good job.
It's looking good.
Looking good. Grab those fellas, you betcha.
This is fun.
It is fun, isn't it?
Really fun. Can we keep doing this and keep starting over and doing this all the time?
And guess what? We get to do this every year.
Every year?
Every year. You know why?
Why?
Because we grow a great big garden every year, and we're going to continue to do this because it's just the best food, isn't it?
Like we could sit on a chair eating fruits and vegetables a day.
Exactly. Stuff that we grew with our own hands. Doesn't that sound great?
Not even with a shovel.
Not even with the shovel. In this current moment, I am planting one of the very last things I'm going to be planting in this garden. And that's a jalapeno plant. Everything at this point that I've wanted to have in is going to be in, which I'm very grateful for because it's been a bit of a journey to get here, honestly. We've been working on the garden for a few weeks. We put in a whole bunch of new beds, more or less, plus an in-ground garden. So yeah, we're very excited to see what we're going to be able to grow this year. It's way more than anything I've ever grown, probably ever. Nonetheless, very excited to see what we produce this year. As you can see, my poor tomato plants took an absolute shit kicking in that wind and heat for 3 days. And one thing I do know about tomatoes is they are resilient, and I think they will most likely be okay. So I just want to show you all what I got going on here real quick. This isn't labeled, but this is a bush pea row. You can see it popping up, starting to pop up there now. Look at that. Stoked. These are Delve peas. These are going to be more of a vine. I'm going to have a trellis up over the side of here eventually. Another row of peas. These are spring peas. Then we got garlic and kohlrabi. I'm going to sneak in here while the sprinkler's over there. None of this is popping up. But yellow beans, pole beans. There'll be a trellis of peas right here. Pole beans, green bush bean there. And then there'll be also a trellis of fava beans here as well. So stoked about these. Put these in and planted pretty close to the same day. So also did all of these rows as well. I did planting rows and then a foot spaced walking rows, and then I put straw down. So there's 3 rows of carrots in here. They haven't started popping up yet. Then we have 2 rows of yellow onion and a row of red onion. There's 2.5 rows of beets here. And then in the back here, we got some radishes already popping up, which is pretty sweet. Never planted radishes before. And then here, there's 2 rows of russet potatoes, 2 more rows of russet potatoes, 2 rows of red potatoes, a row of green beans, and half a row of yellow beans. This is going to be dill right here, and then more garlic down where you see the white tag there. A row of bush peas here, half row of Delve, half row of spring, a row of cabbage, half a row of broccoli, half a row of cauliflower. Then all these outside on each end are strawberries. And then this is all asparagus up the middle here. So incredibly stoked about this bit here. These 4 are empty, which I have room for things if I so choose. Jalapeno plant, and then tomato plants, which are suffering a little bit from the wind, and they were just transplanted. But those are some backup broccoli and cauliflower. We'll see if some of those grow. The sheep ate the heads of a couple of them before I could even get them in the darn garden. So then the front of these 3 are 4 cucumbers. Room back here for something if I choose still. And then I have 3 squash plants in each of these. So these are acorn squash, 3 spaghetti squash, 3 zucchini, 3 green scallopini, and 3 yellow scallopini, which are all different types of squash. So she's going to be an abundant harvest this year. And we also have a 4x8 foot greens kind of raised bed over there, as well a 4x6 herb bed as well. So man, it's gonna be sweet. I can't wait to start eating all the stuff that comes in here. It's gonna be glorious. Left.
Let them get this big.
All right, so we're at 2 heaping ass pails of carrots. This is king carrot right here. Look at the size of these guys, man. Fucking foot long carrots. All right, now to get all these beets out. Got a pile of beets here. Let's see what kind of harvest they produce. I'm looking forward to opening the garden up to the sheep and getting them to eat a bunch of these weeds and stuff. I think so I'm gonna do here. Just because I've had enough. I'm pulling as I'm going here.